Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Codex Podcast. As usual, I'm your host, Sonny Cougar, and joining me, as usual, my co-hosts, Jamie Wojcik and Tim Morse.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
I'm back and better than ever.
The birthday boy is back. And today, we were going to have a magical episode, and we were going to review Doctor Strange and the Punisher, Magic Bullets. But there was a bit of problems, a bit of issues. We'll get to that later, and I can complain to you guys about how messed up that Marvel was when it told me it was 8 issues. So we went through the 4.
Please,
and I was
let's
like,
just start it off with this.
Tell me with the 4. But we will get on to Doctor Strange and the Punisher, or issues with that later. But I've been enjoying that story. So yeah, we had a good pre-show. And now we get on to our main show with the comic book news. And Tim, I will let you start us off.
Yeah, so the big news today, Zoop launches Comics for Ukraine, and it's titled Sunflower Seeds. Now, this is a massive undertaking by a lot of very talented people, and let me give you a little bit of an introduction as to what it is.
Okay.
So, Comics for Ukraine, Sunflower Seeds features an incredible roster of comics talent united under the mission of providing relief to war-torn Ukraine, which has suffered attacks from neighboring Russia since late February. They've been invaded, but that's just different words, right? This is directly from zoop.gg, where you can go and find it. All you got to do is type that in, and then Comics for Ukraine, and it'll be right there. Now, what they're doing here is all the proceeds of anything that's bought for Comics for Ukraine Sunflower Seeds go directly to relief efforts for people suffering from the invasion of Russia into Ukraine. And let me give you a list of some of the contributors to this.
That's so big names.
Yeah, so as far as cover artists go, Alex Ross, he did the hardcover edition. Arthur Adams did one of the soft cover editions. Dave Johnson, Bill Sikowitz, I can never pronounce his name right. He also did a cover, and it has stories by Kurt Busiek and Brent Anderson, the people from the creators of Chew, John Layman and Rob Gilroy. Let's see here, an exclusive Star Slammer short story by Walter Simonson. You've got Howard Chaykin in there doing an American Flag short story. Usagi Yojimbo, exclusive short by Stan Sakai. Saki, I cannot pronounce his name, and I highly apologize for that.
We butcher names here at Codex.
Brand new exclusive Grendel short story by Matt Wagner, Gru story. Let's see here. Jill Thompson with Scary Godmother. The Cost of War, brand new exclusive short story by Louise Simonson. The list goes on, guys. I mean, Mark Wade. And it's absolutely bananas. If this is something that you want to be a part of and you want to order from, by all means, go ahead and go to the website, zoop.gg/c/comics for Ukraine. And that'll be down below too, so you guys can see that, and you can support this in any way that you feel necessary to do. And they have t-shirts, hardcovers, retailer packs, exclusive signed prints, etc., 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 and it just goes on. As of right now, they have $68,222, 28 days left in the, I guess it would be similar to a Kickstarter, and 566 supporters. So yeah, check it out, guys. It's worth your time.
Yeah, sounds cool. And like I said, you get to help people out, and you get a comic book.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's all good. And two, it is, I think, what was it, 96 pages? I
believe so. It's going to be big. So
yeah, it'll be really good. Yeah. Like I said, it's nice that they're doing it, and so many, like I said, big names helping out with this.
A lot of big names.
I was like, whoa. And then, like I said, so, you get yourself a comic, and you're helping people out. And, I do wonder how the issue will be. I think it should be good, except all the stories and all the big names. It should be really good.
I imagine it'll be awesome. And again, guys, remember, all proceeds go directly to relief efforts for Ukraine.
Yeah. So no, I'll be definitely getting at least a copy. I don't know if I might get the hardcover because of Alex Ross, but I'm definitely gonna be getting into it. It just shows like our community as a whole, like what we can do and pull together and help out with when needed.
Oh yeah.
So guys, go out there, definitely jump on that Kickstarter too. Definitely get a couple of those shirts if you can. I would definitely go for the signatures though. If that was me. Yeah, Alex Ross. Oh yeah. Plus I'm gonna get that hardcover.
Yep, absolutely.
That's good. I am excited for that. But Jamie, tell us about some vampires.
Ooh, yes, all out war DC versus vampires. Guys, if you guys aren't keeping up with DC versus vampires right now, issue 6 was mind-blowing on the turn of what happened. And I'm not going to give it away because they figured out who the King Vampire was. And even I didn't guess. And it wasn't like a low name, like a C-list character. It'd be like, haha, Toyman's vampire. No.
The top. Yes. I knew it all along.
No, it's actually someone that you would not think of, and how they kept in like the light and their human form was crazy.
See, now I'm going to have to go and read it because I've been waiting until it was completely done before I started reading it. But with what you're saying now, apparently I'm going to have to go and start.
But yeah, no, All Out War is, I feel like this though is what we got with Injustice in a sense, and Deceased. So they're just taking an area that they're doing well in and creating more of that world building aspect. And I cannot wait because we got some predominant characters right now with DC versus vampires, but this is going to take place on the outskirts with random heroes and villains and what they're going through at that time. And I just think this is going to be fantastic.
Is that similar to like the Unkillables and Dead Planet and stuff like that? Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And I always love those outside because you always are so focused on your main core.
Unkillables for Deceased was amazing.
Yeah. You're like, I wonder what Cheetah's doing right now. Like, and then you find out.
Exactly.
And then the team, it's supposed to be like, kind of, I was trying to remember what I read. Constantine is supposed to be leading a team, right? And the picture looked really cool. The artwork looked really cool.
Yes, so it's gonna be Dead, and that's the one that always gets me is Dead Man. Is the dude that's dead already is in a book about getting bit by vampires.
That's amazing.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, no,
it looks good.
I think it's gonna be great. I don't know. What do you guys think so far? I mean, in the sense of it being another world building outskirts type of layer on it, like we've had with Deceased or we've had with Injustice. What are you guys' thoughts?
Go ahead, Sonny. Well, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, but like I said, it does sound really interesting. I think first I would like to get caught up with DC versus vampires first before getting onto All Out War. But this one does look interesting. Like I said, it's always cool when you get different characters taking the spotlight, like Constantine, Bane, Deadman. So I think it could be a really interesting story. And then, like I said, first I want to check out DC versus vampires. And like you said, Jamie, that you said it's been really good. So
yes.
That makes me more and more interested in reading it.
Oh, the thing that drew me, and I totally forgot to mention, Booster Gold.
There we go. Yeah.
The man tomorrow forgot. Like,
that's amazing.
Except for today, because he's on the page. So, but yeah, Bane being a part of it. Jean-Paul Valley, Azrael being a part of it.
Azrael, yeah.
Oh, and Mary Marvel as well.
Okay.
So it's a
good team.
Deathstroke too. I mean, it's just a weird group together, but I think the way they're doing it's gonna fit so perfectly because it's one common goal against vampires.
See, and with what you were saying about what happened with issue 6, I'm gonna go back and start reading this. I'll be all caught up tomorrow and be ready for this. So yeah, I love the world building they did in Deceased. It seems like they're going in that direction with this too, and all three of us have talked about this several times before already. It seems like DC's Elseworld stories do way better than their current continuity stuff, and this is just another example of that.
It's just another layer of what DC should be doing
Mhm.
against what they're currently doing.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying like invade the world with zombies and then take it over. I'm saying like add that little part in there. Like, hey, like we got a zombie problem over here. Batman, you got this? Maybe.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Hit him
I
with a
had
batarang.
enough prep time.
Yeah, but everybody has to deal with it. Like I said, there's a big storyline, and in each comic, everyone's dealing with the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be good. I agree with that. I like how I transitioned. We were literally talking about the invasion in Ukraine, and I don't say war. I just straight out say, okay, so talk about vampires.
I was gonna say something because I was like, oh, I leave for a week and we forget transitions.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so now we go on to vampires to Blue Beetle. You know, they really mix. But DC, we're talking about now. The Blue Beetle movie has cast Susan Sarandon as Victoria Cord, who will be an original character for the movie. Now, the movie Blue Beetle is still set to come out August 18th of 2023. So we still have a while before it comes out. But yeah, Susan Sarandon being attached to the movie, it's a big name, you know, Hollywood royalty. She's been around for, you know, decades, been in many great movies, like say like Dead Man Walking, which she won Best Actress for. She's been in shows like Ray Donovan and Feud, Betty and Jones. She's been in Stepmom. She's been in Thelma Louise. Susan Sarandon has been around, and her being attached and being in Blue Beetle is she's a big person to be attached to the film, especially we have a lot of more up and coming newer actors and actresses in it, where it's nice to have somebody who's been around that a lot more people are familiar with to be in there. And she actually beat out Sharon Stone to get the part.
Interesting.
That's different.
Yeah, Sharon Stone played the White Rabbit and Catwoman. Is that right?
That was
yes.
Yep.
No, my favorite thing about this though, Sonny, was in your show notes. I was reading it. I'm like, who's Susan? And I couldn't say the word. I know who she is. I know her last name, but just trying to spell it out, I was like Sarandon, and it didn't work out like I planned it.
The show notes were crazy this week.
Yeah, it was a little bit out there.
But I spelled Susan Sarandon right, so there.
No, I'm happy about that, but you made me read it, and that was horrible. I was just like, I'm taking away my reading card for the week.
Wow.
Like, but no, as Victoria Cord, I'm kind of trying to figure, like, because it's an original character, but I want to know how they're going to play it since it's Cord Industries.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or Cord Technology, whatever you want to call it. Whatever continuity you guys go with. I'm hoping she's like, oh, Ted's dead. It's like she's like a family member that they left it all to, or she somehow got control of everything and she's trying to take out Jaime. Like that'd be my way of going about it. But especially with her, like Susan Sarandon's obviously, like Sonny said, royalty, to have her in a DC movie for Blue Beetle, nonetheless, like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah. At first, I was going to ask you. I was like, I don't know Victoria Cord. I was going to ask you, how is she? How is the character? And it's like original character. I'm like, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
We'll all find out at the same time when we watch.
For me, this is just kind of non-news. It's not something that I would get super excited about.
You're
Sarandon.
sexist.
I know I'm horrible. No, I'm not. But,
hashtag fire Tim.
Zero. But it's I mean, is she going to give the same type of performance that Sharon Stone did in Catwoman, or is she going to treat this as a serious role and put some real effort into it? I'm very curious to see what she's going to do. I mean, Blue Beetle is Blue Beetle. I would rather have Ted Cord. That's just me.
Everyone would rather have Ted Cord, but guess what? We're getting Jaime Reyes, and we got
that's very true.
So sit down, shut up, and enjoy.
And it's going to be amazing. My kids are going to love it because this is a movie that's more geared in their direction, around their age.
Rated R.
It better not be.
For Sarandon.
Yeah.
But
she did play a good villain in the show Ray Donovan. I'm not sure if you guys watched it. I watched it.
Yeah, I watched Sabretooth.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she was a good villain in the show Ray Donovan. So okay, I'm guessing she's gonna be a villain in here.
We'll
see.
So
maybe they'll mention Ted Cord. I'm sure there was a guy. His name was Ted Cord.
But
comic fans will know who.
But an original character for the movie. I don't know. I'm
a little, yeah.
I don't like that tone with you, sir. Like the no, it's gonna be good. Stop it. It's fine. It's DC. They do amazing work.
Have you seen their absolutely. Universe? All of their movies are.
Have you seen Suicide Squad? Have you seen
The Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad. You got it wrong. Suicide Squad doesn't exist. It's the Suicide Squad.
Well, I think Jared Leto is the Joker, though.
Both Suicide Squads were good. There, I said it.
No. Hey, have you seen Morbius yet?
Mm-mm.
Because neither did I, since you guys said I was watching it that Wednesday.
Oh, sure. He didn't see it.
Deny.
I see a ticket back there. I see tickets back there.
But you know what else we may or may not see, Sonny? You know what else we may or may not see?
I went way too early. See, I can't figure out transitions anymore.
That would be Rob Liefeld in the news yet again, talking about rumors of Wolverine appearing in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, this comes from thedirect.com, not Bleeding Cool. And
thank God.
In it says, and I had to go halfway through the article to get to the main point. Deadpool co-creator Rob Liefeld took to Twitter to address the rumors pointing to Wolverine appearing in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and comic books Jim Viscardi shared an image of Wolverine's live-action comic book accurate costume, teasing his reaction when it finally debuts in the movie with 3 mind-blown emojis. And this is what the tweet says. It says, one day we'll get hashtag Wolverine in a comics accurate costume when it comes. And then good old Rob, throwing his weight around, quoted the tweet.
You know, he ain't running towards it.
Right. Quoted the tweet with the question, is one day May 5th? May 5th, notably, is the preview day for Doctor Strange 2 before its worldwide premiere.
It's going to be Daniel Radcliffe. We know it. It's fine.
It's Danny DeVito, 100%. So anyways, it started stabbing.
Confirmed by Bleeding Cool.
No, this is turning into just like Spider-Man No Way Home. Tons of speculation. The only things we know for sure.
I was seeing all the rumors.
Yeah, it was 2 people that were rumored. This has 70,000. It's not even nowhere comparable. Did you guys know that Frog is going to be in it? Thor Frog? Throg.
Wow. That'd be awesome, but I doubt
he's being played by, what do you call it, Leonardo DiCaprio? I mean,
that's
come on,
amazing.
guys. He looks just like him.
Wow, yeah. Tom Cruise as the indescribable Iron Man. So
yes, the pencil.
Exactly. Yeah, if Wolverine shows up, wonderful. We already know Patrick Stewart's in it, so we know the mutants exist in the Marvel multiverse. So how they're going to bring mutants into the 616 is another thing entirely. Hopefully,
Patrick Swayze's ghost is coming back at Shang-Chi.
We can only dream.
The Everly brothers better be playing in the background, or the Righteous brothers. Yeah.
And Patrick Swayze wouldn't turn any comics away.
Absolutely.
No. He'd be like, I will sign this in bold.
I'm just excited to see the movie. I'm trying to stay as spoiler free as possible until next month when I take the kids to go see it.
Possible.
So, I know.
It'd be like May 4th. Spoilers. Like how?
Yeah. Thanks for the premiere, guys. And I didn't get to see it yet, but thank you.
What do you guys think about it?
Tim, I think one thing that's pretty funny is that you said the Blue Beetle casting. You're like, it's not news to me. And then Rob Liefeld,
there's like, yes,
you had to send it to us, and that's I was like, okay.
Rob.
I know Tim wants to take this one.
Yeah,
I'll fit him to take over in the notes with his speculation. Of course, it'd be awesome to have the X-Men. An X-Men fan. I love to have that guy in the MCU. One day it'll happen. I don't think it'll happen in Doctor Strange 2 though, because I think it would be shown in the previews. It'd be nice.
I don't think so. Not something that big.
Well, there's this whole speculation thing about them like already saying like, oh, we're getting the mutants in it. We just don't know which ones. And it's like, come on, like you can't just go and say something and then be like, no speculation here.
Well, I mean, we've heard everything from members of the Fantastic Four to variant versions of
multiple people playing the same role or multiple people playing different roles, but the same actor.
Yeah, exactly. So
I had to use my brain for that one. That was
and speculation on Deadpool being in there, and now Wolverine, and Patrick Stewart denying for all of a minute and a half before he's like, "Yeah, I'm in it."
Yeah,
so
I think that's my
Daniel. Daniel Radcliffe's like, "I'm not doing it. It'd be awesome if I was," but then everyone's like, "Are you doing it?" Because everyone wants you as Wolverine.
Well, I think after what Andrew Garfield did during No Way Home up until it's released. Dude played us all, and he's like, I'm not in that anywhere, nowhere. No, well, it was the worst kept secret in the history of Hollywood, and he denied until
the moment they had the photo of him holding on to the banister.
Yeah,
and he's looking at it, he's like, wow, that's really good Photoshop.
But that's like, not me.
Like, dude, that's you. Stop. Like,
well, people even went so far as to judge the height of his hair and stuff like that. See, he just got this haircut during this movie. He's in it.
I just had an idea.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, this was segueing, but my brain just went to something and I can't let it go. We're getting rid of Ezra Miller. We're replacing him with Andrew Garfield as Barry Allen.
Done.
That'd be good.
Blonde hair, perfect sense of humor for it. Sorry. Bye, Ezra. Throw a chair at your mom. I'm taking Garfield for 500, please.
Yes,
yeah, I would like him as Flash. Yeah, so in case those who didn't see the pre-show, Ezra Miller was arrested again, and this time for throwing a chair at a young lady's head, and she needed to get stitches. So yeah,
all I hear in my head is that part of Shrek where it's like, get the chair. You see the chair get thrown. Good times.
And it's Ezra Miller throwing it.
Anybody for a pint? No. Yeah.
Yeah, Ezra Miller out. And I think many people are agreeing. And if they didn't agree more now, then look, with this happening again, I'm getting in trouble.
Can't blame Joss Whedon for this one.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, maybe they are. Somewhere Ezra Miller is saying, you know what? Joss Whedon, they were sticking up for Joss Whedon, so I threw a chair at their head. Yeah.
You're not wrong.
It's like I said, unjustifiable violence. There's no place for it, and whatever problems he has going on,
violence, damn,
unjustifiable. Whatever problems he has going on, he needs to get some help and get it fixed, and recenter himself, and try and come back and
step away,
fix the problems. Yep, absolutely,
and then come back as Impulse.
Yes.
Or hey, maybe how we're talking about all the X-Men and mutants appearing in Doctor Strange 2, maybe a Morlock who's like under. Oh yeah, I was.
There you go.
You see the character walking. I was a Morlock who was under the ground and in the sewers. There you go, and that could be Ezra Miller.
Done.
Yeah, I'm down with it.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, we're very DC heavy today, guys. I mean, and speaking of DC, you know, Green Arrow's son came out as asexual. Guys, this is another name thrown out there. Another not a sidekick. Let's just put it that way. Thrown into the mix of it. Yeah, like I put a C up, like C-list. No, Connor Hawke is not a C-list character. Go away. Who invited you on the show anymore?
You did.
I know. Unfortunately, I make the mistake every week. But no, Connor Hawke has been like one of my favorite characters. So to change that aspect about him, I want to see where it goes. We have the Pride Month coming up where they're going to have all the issues for every single character. And we've got so much more to go off of it. I mean, I've been seeing people raving about this one more than I've seen about the Tim Drake change. And I hope they do him justice because when he was on panel, he was by far one of my favorites. And just to add more depth into him, and I think that's what they're trying to do, is to add more depth and more creative aspect towards him. I want to be more positive about it than anything else, because we've basically been bamboozled on a few of them where it was like, this person's sexuality changed and we're not doing anything with it,
right?
But now I think we got more good of a grasp on it where we can pull that off. I don't know. What do you guys think so far? I mean, you guys know my opinion on it. I've said it like 72 times on this show so far. That as long as it's written good and done good, we're going to be okay.
I think we usually kind of agree with that. But Tim, I'll let you go.
It's for those of you that are unaware, what being asexual means is this: it means not involving sexual activity, feelings, or associations, basically being non-sexual. He led an asexual life. That's what being asexual means. Jamie, I'm in agreement with you 110% on that. As long as it fits within the story, I don't care what their sexuality is. I don't care. we live in an age where people are free to express whatever sexuality they want to express, and they have every right, reason, and opportunity to do so. That's part of what living in the greatest country in the world means, is that you can do that. And comic characters absolutely should and need to reflect its reader base. Green Arrow's son being asexual, fantastic job, wonderful. Representation is on the fast track to being more the norm than ever, but it doesn't make any difference to me personally, because I don't care what sexuality any character or any person is. As long as you're a good person, it shouldn't matter who you sleep with. And the same should be said in comic books too. I mean, if there's a reason for him to come out as asexual, absolutely, let's do it. But if there's no real reason to do it except for to cash in on Pride Month, no, don't do it.
Yeah, I don't think it's a cash in for Pride Month. I feel like it's more strategically placed in that aspect. I think this is the first time I feel right about a character's change.
Okay.
And one that I haven't been proven right or wrong on. So
because I know with Tim Drake, you had issues about that before.
Yeah, because
right?
he was already established. It was like taking the character, going, what do we do with him? Yeah, bisexual. And just throwing him, and they throw him away. He went on like a date, and then they were like, "No, nah, we're good."
Date.
Yep. So how do you feel that this is different then?
Because, well, look at it this way: Connor Hawke was, when he was left, he was brought up with the monks.
Okay.
So he's already got that stigma, I want to say, and he really never really did show true emotion on things.
Right.
Like he was just more to himself. You never really seen him go on a date. So you can kind of see that aspect of the character already being built.
So there's already a foundation for backstory in there.
Correct. So you already have that ability to basically take that characteristic and now use it somewhere else. And using it on this platform for the Pride Month and so forth, to me, that's a win.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. That's great. Absolutely.
Yeah,
unlike Tim,
strategically.
Strategically. Unlike Tim Drake, which was dating spoiler right beforehand, it was like, we're gonna no, I'm good. I like him. Like,
oh yeah, I think I like men today.
Yeah, like he just woke up and he's like, yep. That's
what
happening.
day is it? It's Tuesday.
And then my favorite line was he was talking to Batman. He's like, did you know? He's like, I know everything. And I was like,
known.
You didn't know, you liar, you big fat liar.
With enough prep time, he knew.
Absolutely.
He had 2 weeks to figure it out.
Yeah, but also, like I said, it should be interesting story. That's why I'm not too familiar with the character. That's why I wanted to hear, Jamie, what your perspective was on it, because I know you know the character. And yeah, so Green Arrow, that would be part of the story called Think of Me, and it's set to be a part of DC Pride 2022, which should be a 104-page one shot, and it should be on sale May 31st.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, so it should be good. I'm interested to see that story.
Yeah, and there was a lot of good ones out of last year's. The one I'm still upset about is they changed Alan Scott's sexuality for like the 5th time, and they still haven't done anything.
What is he now?
When he was in Earth 2, and they made that big announcement during the New 52, Alan Scott is gay. I was like, okay, that's cool. It's fantastic. It's
different Earth.
It's a brand new story. They're starting brand new. This is the reason. This is why. Wonderful. I thought that was one of the greatest representations of Alan Scott I've ever read in comic books.
Yeah, now they just went, let's try it again, but in continuity. And he's like, I've always known. I'm like, no, you haven't.
Right.
The writer did. You had no idea.
Yeah. Bring in Earth 2, Alan Scott.
Yeah. Speaking of panels and, the symbolic ways they can be used, we got one of those in a trailer for the new Thor movie. So, Sonny, tell us what you think, brother.
That's right. Thor Love and Thunder trailer came out. And yeah, I saw it. I thought it was great. I like how it started off with the Sweet Child of the Mind playing in the background. And, it seems this one's going to be more, not so much on the action heavy. I mean, eventually, it's a superhero movie. It'll get to the action. But even the director, Taika Watiti was saying that, this one, he said, it's going to still have action. I was like, that name. So he said,
no, say that one more time, Sonny.
But slower.
Taika Watiti.
Yeah.
You pervert.
What? Watiti. Say it with me. Watiti.
Yes,
Watiti.
absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
I love
So
our show sometimes.
Taika Waititi was saying that it will still have action. He said it'll be crazy like Thor Ragnarok. I love Thor Ragnarok. He said, but not as crazy, and it will be more on the emotional side of things. And I thought it was pretty interesting because we've seen the memes. Even you, I think it was Tim, you sent us the thing saying that, hey, the Thor
That was
Love and Thunder
Jamie
trailer. Jamie, it was you who
Mhm.
sent it that the trailer is going to be after
at
the
the end
movie.
of Thor
Yeah.
4. Yeah.
After
the movie.
Thor.
Because it was taking so long, and it does have the record now. They said for like the shortest amount of time between the trailer and the movie's release date,
Yes.
and it is set to come out July 8th. Hopefully that goes through because the director was saying that back in March.
What was the director's
Yeah.
name?
What?
Ooh, Taika
Taika
Waititi.
Waititi.
Yeah, keep going. Go ahead. Sorry.
No.
So, yeah, he was
I
saying that
think
in March.
I
they
figured
were
out the
still
name of this
filming.
episode.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. This will be the second highest viewed episode next
Yes.
to Exo Man of War.
I'm
But,
spelling
yeah.
it. I'm spelling it right. Okay.
Spell it the way
God.
it sounds.
But yes, tell us
Yeah,
how
so-
you feel,
Found
Sonny.
it out.
In March, Waititi was saying that he's filming it again, not filming again, but in March they were still working on it, so it's still not done. And then he was even joking, saying, "Yeah, it'll be finished a month before it comes out, a week before it comes out, probably the day before it comes out."
Just like
So-
Spider-Man.
Yeah, so a little, yeah. When I did hear that in March they were still working on it, I was like, it does make me a little nervous to think, is there going to be a pushback? Because at the end of the trailer, it just says July 2022. It doesn't say exactly July 8th. But I'm hoping it comes out. I think it looks really good. I'm glad to see the Guardians of the Galaxy in the trailer as well.
All of them, with the
Yeah,
exception of
so-
Gamora.
It'll be. I'm really looking forward to it. So Thor Ragnarok was definitely one of my top 10 superhero movies. So
Right on.
I'm excited for Thor: Love and Thunder, and obviously we saw Jane Foster, the Hammer of Thor.
2 hammers of Thor, 2 Mjolnirs. One was all patched back together. I'm excited for this. This looks good. Seeing the Guardians in there, Ravager Thor, Big Lebowski Thor, and then a new costume. Looks amazing. Jane Foster, Natalie Portman, she looks wonderful as the mighty Thor. I'm super excited for this. This is one I'm going to go see and I'm going to enjoy. Absolutely. Oh, Sonny, what was the director's name real quick? Because I forgot.
It was
Taika.
Waititi.
Okay, go ahead.
Jamie, what about you? What did you think of Thor: Love and Thunder, directed by Taika Waititi?
Okay, so my favorite part where he's standing on the mountain, that is a straight panel from God of
Absolutely.
Thunder. And I think it's pure amazing. And yeah, we got a couple people in the chat. Hi guys, thank you guys all for showing up. But no, I feel like this is going to be probably the culmination of everything that we've wanted so far. And my favorite part about that whole thing was when he was doing the rope swings with the chains.
Oh, yeah.
When he's trying to work out again, I was like, that's my boy. I was like, but it would have been funnier if he would have got a Bowflex. Because remember in Infinity War, they were like talking, and what was it, Star-Lord's like, let me get in shape. I get a Bowflex. I followed his rules.
Work out.
But no, I think it's gonna be great. I think they're only showing the funny parts is because of the fact that that's what the character did with Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
And you really didn't get the whole why. Now you're actually getting this.
Right. I'm excited for it. It looks great. I can't wait. I think it's going to be another win, another $1 billion Marvel movie.
Oh, of course. I
Yeah.
mean, they at this point they're just like, we're releasing a Marvel movie. It's not called Morbius. Here's the money.
Right. Yeah. That's a fake Marvel movie. Here's a real one, guys.
Yeah, here's May 7th and June 8th or July 8th. Which one you want?
We'll wait till July 8th.
Directed by Sam Raimi and Waititi.
That's right, Tim.
Wait, CD.
Taika Waititi.
Oh my God. What has my show turned into?
Juvenile
just
humor.
Just talking about directors. I mean, I don't know what
Yeah,
you guys
right?
are talking about, yeah.
Come on. I loved Waititi in Free Guy. It was amazing.
God, if you're there right now. Oh, sorry, we're still live. Dear baby Jesus.
Sweet.
But yeah, no, guys.
10
Hey,
ounce,
so
8
speaking
pound.
of things that work, what about our work, Sonny? What do you got for us, bud?
Well, that's right. Well, Taika Watiti was directing Thor: Love and Thunder. Sonny Kruger plans on directing something else. But first, I plan on I will finish posting my Story of Crimes 2. I have one chapter left to post. And then after that, and I've looked at my calendar and I said, okay, on my birthday.
Did you look at it just like that?
Just like that, yes. And
That's what he does with most things in life. He just kind of thinks about them.
I see so many things in my mind at once. That's why I got that whole topic of the week mixed up. But on my birthday, April 29th, I will be posting part 1 of my story for The Man Who Has Everything. Yes, based on the one that we reviewed by Alan Moore. It'll be my version of it, the one that I plan on filming and directing and starring in. So I still have a lot more work to do on it. Like preparing for that.
Still know you're gonna get the little swivel thingy.
I want to see Sonny without a
We'll
beard.
find a way. Oh yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
But yeah, so I'm gonna post the story first, my version of the story first, get it out there, everyone can check it out, and then get on to more things. But yeah, I'm excited to put it out there for everyone to check out my version of this classic Superman story.
Nice. And it's a great story too. So I'm very curious to see what you do with it and who you cast.
I still think I need to be Jason Todd.
Yeah, well, we will see what happens. I already know I have my Wonder Woman right there.
You just pointed at me.
Well,
Can I play Batman, please?
I'm watching the podcast. Yes, I'm watching it as I do it.
Oh, I'm looking at it in the live version of me. I ain't looking over here. So yeah, you're pointing at Tim. Yep, Wonder Woman, Tim, Kevin Smith. Got it.
I've got the hair for it. I've got the face for it. I almost have the figure too. So let me get in shape a little bit and then I'll be ready to go.
Sure. I'm sure 2-3 weeks you'll be ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, in a nice, sexy outfit, and we'll be
as
ready
long
to
as
get
I
this thing
can
going.
pilot the invisible plane, I'll be good to go.
Guys, I don't want to throw up during
We
this
gotta have
episode.
that.
If I know he's got the lasso, he shows everybody. Especially off air. He's like, look what I can do.
Check it out.
But no. Yeah, no, I'm excited for it, bud. I can't wait to see what your idea of creating this going forward looks like.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm excited for you guys to check it out, especially you guys. Like I said, most of my stories are they're original. It's all my original characters, but this is based on a character already well established and a character you guys know.
The first time you're doing a licensed
property
fan film.
Before you get sued.
Yeah. Yes. And then I could say, do you think how much money do you think I'd really make?
$1.
And
no.
I'd be like, here's your $1. The $1 I have. Now I'm gonna go do my podcast.
Make another $1.
So leave me alone. Yeah, make another $1 if you try to sue me for that $1 I make. But guys, speaking of the podcast, speaking of the Codex Station, there's so much going on. You guys have been putting so much out, especially like I said earlier today, we were talking about TikTok and how well that's been going.
Oh yeah.
I'll let you take it away with what's going on with Codex Station.
Guys, I haven't been here for a full week, so I don't even know if I have a job here anymore, and I created it. So let's figure this out. No, but we've been busting out a lot for you guys. I did when we talked in the pre-show, I did like 24 TikToks in a weekend.
Yep.
Or in a night because I wasn't gonna be here for the full week. Obviously you guys killed it last week on the podcast, and Tim, you could tell us a little bit more about After Dark because I watched it as a viewer for the first time, and I know the guys in chat right now here. So Tone, Sal, and the Captain Kelly, Dan Kelly himself, thank you guys for being a part of it. It was a fun episode to watch. I still appreciate all of you guys for jumping down Tim's throat when he was talking about the first series of Midnight. Y'all are the true MVPs and my heroes.
That's going to be edited out of the main show.
Oh, no, I already downloaded it and got it done. We're good. You don't have to worry about anything in that one. But no, go ahead, Tim. Tell us what we got, bro.
Yeah, guys, we'll get into After Dark in just a second because I really want to talk about that. But Decoding Panels, the last one that came out, that was a story that I did, Dragons and Warriors. I said if it gets to 100 views, I'll revisit some of my old notes and scripts. And right now it's at 28. So it's got a little ways to go. It's about 3/4 of the way away from getting to that 100. But if you haven't seen it,
let's make Tim work.
If you haven't seen it, go check it out. We got more coming for you. Dark Ages number 5 and 6 to finish out the story. If you haven't read that story, that is something you guys definitely need to get into. We have all the episodes going to be coming out on our YouTube page, so definitely check it out there. Codex After Dark, guys, what a fun time it is. If you are not watching us on Saturday night at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central, you are missing out on some awesome conversation. It's Jamie and I and whoever we bring in from Comic Character of the Day. And last week it was Sal, Tone, and Dan from Comic Character of the Day, and it was amazing. I
love how he's using all these big adjectives like amazing, stupendous, all these things.
Wonderful.
And I wasn't there. But when I'm there, he's like, yeah, it was good. Why not?
Yeah, it was okay. It was another show.
Tone but anyways, me, he's like, you were doing. We need you. You're like, oh, it's fine. Let's just talk trash about him. I'm wrong.
Anyways, it was a lot of fun. We showed off our polls and what we got in the mail, and had a really great conversation about storage for comic books, cardboard versus plastic, and Sal and Dan, and had some good points in there. Tone and I got a word in edgewise, and it was pretty awesome. And we did talk Moon Knight the last part of the show, and it's unfortunate that everybody disagreed with me, but that's how the cookie crumbles from time to time. This Saturday will be on as usual, 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central. Sal and Tone will be returning, and so will Jamie, so it'll be a good time. Breaking the Codes, guys. Don't
worry, Dan, we're gonna get you on another episode too, so don't worry about it. We got you, brother.
Those are fast coming out. We've got a bunch of top 5s on their way. This Friday, we will be live on Twitch with Breaking the Code, and we're going to be talking about death in comic books. And that'll be a great conversation between Jamie and I. And also this Friday, we will be doing our review of The Batman after Breaking the Code. So that'll be a fun time too.
Now that Jamie's doesn't feel so lonely, he can watch it in the comfort of his own home because he had no one to go with.
There you go.
Oh, did I just say my depression out loud? I'm sorry.
TikTok is doing wonderful. We're at 51 followers on TikTok. So guys, if you're not following us there, there's mini reviews on there, recommended readings, clips
soon
from
to come news when it breaks. Which
absolutely.
You'll probably see this mug when it breaks because the rest of them just got lives.
Yeah, lots of cool stuff, guys. There's so much, way more than we can even talk about right now. So yeah, if you're not following us on any of the streaming platforms, social media, you need to type in the Codex Station. That's where you'll find us. Yep.
Now there was a mail call that I didn't see, and Jamie.
Oh, that one
had a birthday.
So yeah, I got.
Do you want to show anybody?
Where is it? Tim got me a meaningful gift, guys, ladies and gents. He got me the Judge Shield with my last name on it, and gave me this amazing card, the most meaningful gift ever. And so we're going on with the show.
There's something else you got. There's something else.
My bonfire Kindle. That's what I got from Sonny.
Jamie, something that was like, let me get something that shows that I know Jamie.
Obviously you didn't, or send it to the wrong address.
No, he knows you.
Bro. Where is it?
He knows what you don't like.
Where are those gifts?
I told you they're outside in the bonfire. What am I gonna do with them? It kept me warm.
We wanted to see that mail call. That would have been.
I do have a mail call
of what he got.
Yeah,
I want to see it, man.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds of me having a beer and watching it burn.
Well, good. I'm looking forward to watching that then.
Dear God, man. I mean, if you wanted to send me like, if you wanted to send me something, you could have sent me like, I don't know, actual wood for burning. That took a while. I'm gonna get so many death threats for burning books. It's not even gonna be funny.
Just put one piece of paper in at a time. Keep the fire going as long as possible.
Oh my God, that was the most. Sonny, like, you're not even getting a gift now from me this year. That was like the worst thing you could have got anybody. By the way, there was. I forgot to tell you. No, that was initially what you did as a gift. You went, "I hate you. Here's your gift." But there was a note in there. I'm not gonna say it was from who, but there was a note in the book that I had to take out and read to everybody. So I think you're gonna find it pretty special, Sonny.
I'm looking forward to that.
So. Thanks, Kristen, for telling me to change my name. I didn't even pay attention.
I like how Sonny's
Call. I was like, where is it?
No, it's in the chat.
But no, yeah, that'll be coming out here soon. I haven't had I just I got back Sunday, so I haven't really had a lot of time to do much of anything.
Okay, cool. I was like, I haven't asked you, I haven't heard. I wanted to make sure that at least everything came in the mail because I know I'm like, be really special. I know he wants to check it out. I know he's gonna love it.
Special is not the word. Not even close.
Sentimental. Yes, there you go. Spectacular.
I'm about to drop down and have a seizure from all these words being used for something that was not what it was.
Let's move on.
Yeah, please.
Yes.
Our Works was great.
That was Our Works. Obviously, we have more stuff coming in, and I'm really looking forward to, especially to that mail call. And now our topic of the week. First, we can
You
talk
want to
about
say it the right way,
show
or you want
notes.
to say it the way it's read?
I'll talk about the show notes. I don't know where my mind was. My mind is in many places at once. So in our show notes, I said our topic of the week was, can a major company crossover be done with the state of fight?
Yes.
That I don't know where my mind was. So then I later looked and said, wait a minute, it's wrong.
It was obviously where my mind was when I opened my gifts.
Most likely, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So our topic of the week this week is, can a major now I'm getting it wrong. Can a major company crossover be done with the state of comics today? As usual, Jamie has top 3 comments of the week.
Yes, and as usual, is in no particular order, and this all comes from Comic Character Today, guys. So go check out that group, their Facebook group. They're amazing. You've seen a lot of the members on Codex After Dark and in some other episodes. So guys, give them a look. And the first one we have is someone that was on this past Saturday. We got Dan Kelly coming in. I believe they can. I just don't think they will. There's enough creators that work with multiple companies that could push for it, but I think it will all be a long time before we see something major again. I think Marvel would be more than open to it. There's so much going on with DC and their parent company right now that it can't even figure out what they're doing with their own company. The closest we're going to get is Donny Cates' crossover. We have Bryn Anderson saying right now, I'm thinking no, Marvel and DC can't come to terms with Marvel and DC can't even come to terms with the reprints of JLA Avengers crossover. And then we got Will Meyer. I hope I say that right because it looks like Mayer. We're going to find out. There's no way you're going to get these corporate behemoths to agree on a crossover. It was different back in the day when you only had one corporate overlord, and that was Warner's. Didn't even care if DC did it at all. So, guys, thank you again for the top 3 answers for us and from all Comic Character of the Day. Guys, again, go check them out. It is a must.
Yeah. So,
Tim,
my short answer is no. And I am inclined to agree with Dan Kelly on his comment about that. It's just not possible with the state of comics now. I believe that Marvel would be more open to it. I think, like what Dan said, with the state of DC Comics being up in the air, used as a juggler's ball, probably not for a while. And however, with that being said, I think there's a glimmer of hope with whoever is in charge of Warner Discovery now, because he has been going from department to department and canning a lot of people. And he's been talking about DC in particular, saying how Superman is completely underused and left in the dust as far as the DCEU goes. So maybe there's a glimmer of hope, and maybe we can see something several years down the road. But again, short answer, no.
Yeah, that's something like somewhere in the future, I could see it again. I do think somewhere down the line, we'll see another big crossover like with Marvel DC. But so right now, or at least for the next few years, it won't even be pretty much of a mention of it. Yeah. That's just my quick answer.
Yep.
How about you, Jamie?
I think no. And I'm not saying no is like a 100% term. I'm saying no as in, if we're looking at it right now, both companies are doing their own thing and they're doing their own thing well. If we're looking at the Marvel and DC standard. Now, if we go into the indie standpoint, I think the sky is the limit with that. Especially like Dan said with crossover with Donny Cates. He brought so many characters and even had little cameos from Marvel and DC in there. It wasn't the full likeness, so it worked. But like having Negan in a book, along with Donny Cates being a character in the book, and all these other writers, Kirkman was a character in there. It was a cool interaction between him and Negan. You know, something like that, I see 110%. Like having this massive, like, I don't know, battle between two companies would be awesome to see. But on the flip side of that, do I think Marvel and DC will come to terms in time? There's been mention in books of this happening, but I would say I wouldn't expect to see it for at least another 5 to 10 years.
Yeah. I think that's a very safe assumption.
Yes, I think we're pretty much all in agreement on that. And soon we'll have another topic of the week put out there for everyone to answer. And hey, if you're watching still, feel free to comment and say what you think. And can a major company crossover be done with the state of comics today?
Well, Tone did jump into comments and he did say, I think they can, but only core comic fans would get it. Casual fans wouldn't get it because DC has so underexposed its comic properties to the general public.
Well, I mean, that's true. How many Batman titles hit every month?
76.
That is ridiculous.
On average.
How many Superman titles hit every month? Well, wait a minute. How many
4 pages?
Yeah. How many Booster Gold titles? How many?
You leave Booster alone.
I'm making a point.
Beginning. I don't care. Blue and gold forever.
I love blue and gold. But the point is that with the current state of DC, all they focus on is Batman, and every other character is super underutilized.
You need more Find Saint Walker. We need Saint Walker back.
Yeah, we need Saint Walker. He would give everyone hope, and then he would just be cool about everything.
Yeah,
but no.
You know what else is pretty cool, guys?
What would that
this
be?
Game we do called
Taika's last name.
Oh yes.
Oh, we're playing. Do you know? Okay.
Waititi.
My favorite part. You guys didn't even know me last week. You guys tied.
I assumed your favorite
and the one question
episode would have been the Codex podcast. I think that was a pretty good guess, though.
It was a good guess.
Redemption. We did Blackest Night, and then it was the episode of Breaking the Code. I was like, wow. When I'm not even there.
I got your numbers today, fellas. So don't worry about that, Jamie. That title you're holding on to is going to be removed from your possession today.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, good. Because of
Sonny,
the fact that I watched you guys last week, and even the question that was about me, everyone got wrong.
Sonny, what's the order today?
Today it starts with you, Tim, and
me,
Jamie, and then me,
and then SK.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get this party started, gentlemen.
Take a Watiti.
Watiti. As you can see from the character behind me, I have watched The Batman recently, so all my questions are Batman related, so be prepared. Now, for my first question of the day, do you know what the highest grossing Batman movie is to date, adjusted for inflation?
Batman vs Superman.
Dawn of Justice. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, I see Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, Dawn of Justice.
Okay, is that what you both say?
Yep.
You both are wrong. No justice for you today. The answer is The Dark Knight Rises, and it currently is at $1.081 billion.
I'm gonna Google
The Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises is the highest grossing Batman movie.
Anyone in the chat, Google that for me right now.
Go ahead and Google it and let me know I'm right.
And let him know he's wrong. I'm back.
Okay, so we'll get back to that. We both got it now. Yeah. Okay.
It's
me, right?
Yes, yep. Jamie, go ahead.
Okay, so we all know that I'm a huge Power Rangers nerd. But guys, do you know what month? You don't have to give me the specific date. What month and year the first episode of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers premiered?
Month and year?
Yes, because I figure if I give you the year, it'd be too easy for Sonny.
September 1992.
I did too many questionable things as a teenager / young adult that that memory is gone forever. So I'm going to say May of 1991.
You both are wrong. Horribly. It was actually August of 1993.
Wow.
Okay. There's a year and a month wrong. A year and a month off.
Yeah. Well, no, I was hoping one of you guys would say like 93, and then I'd be like, okay, maybe we give you the point. I can see that, but yeah, guys, geez, no Power Rangers fans in the building.
Nope, not
Oh,
today.
only a month and a year off. It wasn't too
Oh my-
long.
We have morphined away.
Okay.
This is morphin' ridiculous.
I'm gonna morb all over the place. It's more.
That's not even
time.
a award. Jesus, man. Okay, Sonny, go.
Well, guys, this goes with our comic news of the day, and obviously with that trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh
Now
no.
we saw that Jane Foster, she had the Thor, she had the hammer. We know there's a what if issue where Jane became Thor. What issue of what number of what if what if Jane Foster had found the hammer of Thor?
47.
That is in volume 1, and shoot. I'm gonna say issue 2.
Tim, you are closer.
God.
You're wrong. It is issue number 10. What if issue
Oh.
number 10 was what if Jane Foster had found the hammer of Thor?
I was waiting for you to ask what was her first appearance in it. And I was about to be like, I know this because I have the issues. Not the what if. It's always the what if.
Right. Okay. So
Oh, we're all doing good today.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
big
I
fat
hope we
zeros
tie
all
zeros.
around. Well, here's
Everyone
my
in the chat, feel free to let us know how much we suck.
question
do you know
number
how to,
2.
Do you know how to pronounce the name of the director of Thor: Love and Thunder?
Taika Watiti.
Tictilius White TD.
Okay, we're going on. We're gonna get taken down and get strikes for this. This is great.
Anyways, question number 2. So Catwoman is in The Batman,
Mhm.
and Zoe Kravitz did a wonderful job as Selena Kyle. Do
Mhm.
you know what year Catwoman got her first ongoing series?
Ooh.
Can you change the question? Just say who's Zoe Kravitz's dad?
Yeah, who is Zoe
Lenny
Kravitz?
Kravitz.
Or stepdad.
Lenny Kravitz. Got it.
That is wrong. Incorrect.
Okay. Okay.
What year?
What year did her first ongoing series debut?
2003.
1966.
You both are way off. The year is 1993. The same
Ooh, that
year
far.
Power Rangers came out. So Catwoman's first ongoing series, 1993, and Dale Bennett, I think, or Jim Barnett, something like that,
Mhm.
did the artwork. Well known. She was in the purple suit, the purple super skin tight suit. Yeah. So go check that out. Lots of good stories. Parts of Night Quest and Night's End, and etc. etc. So zeros all around
Right.
so far.
Well, hopefully me and Jamie really were right. Hopefully somebody comments and it's like,
Yeah.
you know what? Actually, it was Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we
Jamie,
were
your turn.
Google told us we were wrong. So but it was from Grady Meat, so there's speculation between that answer.
There's not speculation. She is as impartial as it comes.
Beg to differ. So it's my turn, right? Okay.
Yep. Yes.
So we all know Constantine has been part of the Justice League Dark, and he's part of the Magic Crew with Zatanna and even Detective Chimp.
Mhm.
But do you know what was Constantine's very first appearance? And I want the title and the number for it. And I say that because the title is pretty easy.
I will say Hellblazer #1.
Let me check the answer under my eyelids.
No. Go look
Wait.
up, Sonny.
Nope, it's
You're
under
gonna
my
look up-
eyelids. Wait, it's under my eyelids. The Saga of the Swamp Thing, number 37.
Yeah, that's my answer too.
It was actually Swamp Thing 37.
Some
you-
things say that.
Yeah, no, he did look up and then looked under his eyes.
No.
I saw it. Automatic deletion from
He's just got a list of all characters' first appearances on this big poster board in front of him.
Yes, he does.
Are you giving him a point for that, Jamie?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, Sonny, you're at 1 currently.
Okay.
He might run away
This
with this one.
This one you
Right.
guys might get. Not too sure. Depends
No.
on how well you know the Thor comic books.
Ooh,
Not
I know
very well.
relatively new
So
Thor.
we're talking about Thor, right? And obviously we're talking about Thor: Love and Thunder. We've talking with the director, Taika Watiti. And I even said how the previous Thor Ragnarok, is one of my favorite superhero movies. Now in the movie Thor Ragnarok, Hela is Thor's sister.
Mhm.
Do you know Hela's relation to Thor in the comic books, or at least the original comic books. I don't know if they've changed it now. So I
They
would say the
retconned it.
original comic books. Okay, so in the original older comic books, what was Hela's relation to Thor?
Wasn't she Odin's sister? That's my answer.
Okay.
Odin's
So
sister.
like an
sister.
aunt. Is
And-
that what you're saying? Like his aunt?
Yeah, like, is she
Yeah.
his aunt? Is she
Yeah,
his
yeah. His aunt.
neighbor?
It was his.
I'm
It was his aunt.
yeah. I'm gonna go because I want to say aunt, but I think I know what it is. But I'm gonna go with aunt.
Okay. In the comics, Hela was actually Thor's niece. She was the daughter of Loki and Angrboda.
Wow. Okay. To learn
Yeah.
something new.
In relatively new retcon, it's back to being his sister, but
Okay.
she's also Thanos' wife.
They make a pretty good couple.
Okay.
They're both pretty evil. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
there was a whole thing in there. So I was like, that's why I was like, oh, what? I know what she is now. I hate when they retcon things though. Side tangent. Because of the fact that I'm so used to what it is now and not looking back.
Right. And when you go look
Yeah.
back at it,
Like
you're
Thor's
like, why?
mom's the Phoenix, the original Phoenix. Like that's all I'm gonna remember now.
Oh wow. Yeah. So that is. Yeah, but yeah. So originally, so now Hela is his, like you said, sister now, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. But back in the day, she was his niece and the daughter of Loki and the giant sorceress Angrboda. Okay.
Interesting.
Round 2
Well-
in the books.
All right. So, question number 3. And I couldn't have done a Batman themed Do You Know without a riddle from the Riddler. So, here you go, gentlemen.
Oh dear,
Jim
God,
Carrey.
I hate tangents.
See if you can guess this one.
Tommy
The
Lee
riddle-
Jones.
No, the riddle is hit me hard and I will crack, but you will never stop me from staring back. What am I?
Oh, I know this one.
Okay.
Can you repeat it?
Yes. Hit me hard and I will crack, but you will never stop me from staring back. What am I?
A mirror.
Jamie?
Mirror.
The answer is a mirror. Both of you guys have passed the Riddler's test. Way to go. So yeah, I was
I'm
going
guessing
through.
was it in the movie?
No, this is
Oh.
I think is one that he used in a comic somewhere, some way, in some shape or form.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he did use it
specifically.
previously.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I thought it was pretty cool. That's a neat little riddle. So there you go. Jamie, you got a point. Sonny, you're at 2 right now.
Okay, my turn.
Mhm.
Okay, so we all know the Batman movie released on HBO Max, but in comics, boys, do you know who was the first villain Batman encountered in comics?
Carmine Falcone.
The Joker.
Both of you are horribly wrong. Alfred Stryker, executive of Apex Chemical Company, the one that destroyed the Joker.
Wow.
He was the first one
okay.
he ever fought as his villain.
Wow.
Oh, okay. What was his name? Alfred? What? No, not.
Stryker.
So was it
Uh,
Alfred Stryker though?
It was White
Yeah.
White Titi, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. Yeah.
Taikiki.
Tictilius.
Take a white titty, guys. Come on.
Okay, come on. Let's
Be
get to the
adult.
last question. I am
Okay.
an adult sometimes on days.
All right, guys.
This is my last chance. I got to get a point.
So we were talking about Green Arrow's son coming out as asexual.
Mhm.
So now I'll let you guys know who is the oldest character in comic book. Who is the oldest character in comics that is asexual? Now, when I say oldest, I don't mean like the character is supposed to be 80 years old. I mean the character that has been around the longest. Who is the oldest character in comics that is asexual?
Oh my God, Obsidian.
Deadpool. I know that answer is wrong. So
And Deadpool is the complete opposite of asexual.
I know.
Obsidian. I didn't know Obsidian. I didn't know he was asexual. Cool character.
It's because that's Alan Scott's son.
Can I change my answer to the in-betweener?
Okay.
That one's also sexual.
The oldest character in comics that is asexual is Jughead Jones from Archie.
Oh my God. No, wait.
So the character is a
Jughead?
yes, in 1942, the character was around, but obviously didn't come out back then. But that in Jughead number 4, they came out in 2016. Chip Zdarsky and Erica Henderson were working on it. They made the character come out as asexual. When they looked at it, they said,
"Oh, so you were talking like from their first established date, and then when they came out as."
Yeah, who was the
because I was thinking like they made it like this is a staple to now. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, if you look at it in Archie Comics, did Jughead ever go out on dates or anything like that?
And he loved burgers.
So they were trying to say that in the article it was saying that Chip Zdarsky and Erica Henderson was saying that he just kind of was like, they didn't want to make him just like a girl hater or something like that. They were saying, I haven't read the comics much to know like, oh, I know Jughead was like this. But they were saying that the character always seemed asexual. So when they made the character asexual, they're like, oh, that Chip Zdarsky said we didn't really have to change much about the character.
Right on. Okay, that makes sense.
Right. Okay. The way it was phrased, I thought you meant like from who has been the longest reigning
from day one.
Day one, not someone that started back in 47 to the 2016. Then 2016 was like, hey, I thought you were talking more like, hey, they announced it in 1950 and he still is today.
But that character, if you know, just a fun little bonus, the character, like I said, Jamie, the way you thought it was, that character is actually Alex from Sex Criminals.
That's Chip Zdarsky again.
Yes, so that character came out in Sex Criminals number 13. Yeah, it was the first in comic books. That was the
Sonny, you got this week's Do You Know? You got 2 points. Jamie got one. I got Tim a big fat 0. Right? I know.
Back to normal, baby.
Tim, please keep saying that because I think when you do that, I think it's like you give me good luck.
Right? I'm gonna beat you guys hard today.
I thought I was your good luck charm, Sonny.
Yeah, you're right. I think it all goes. Yeah, Jamie comes back. I win. Tim says he's got us this week,
and I lose every time I say that.
Yeah, he's like, I got your guys' number. I don't know any of the answers.
Well, technically, I do have your guys' numbers, but just not in Do You Know.
There you go. That takes care of
Did you know that?
Delete it. No.
Well, Do You Know is in the book, and now we could talk about why we won't be reviewing Doctor Strange /
I mean, me and Tim can.
Magic Bullets. Yeah. So 2 weeks ago, it's just a mix-up. Because first, James said, "Okay, Magic Bullets. It's 4 issues." I say, "Okay, 4 issues. I could take some time." Last week we reviewed Dark Knight's The Batman Who Laughs, and then we're going on. It's a busy week. I was reading some Daredevil, some of my Epic collection, and then I'm like, I have time. I have 4 issues, and then Easter comes up, and then so what do? I start reading, and I look up. I look on the Marvel Unlimited app, and it says it's 8 issues. I'm like, okay, maybe the story arc is 4 issues, and then the next 4 were another thing. So as soon as I open it up, I look, and it's like issue number 1, 76 pages, issue 2, 80 pages. And I'm
That's
like,
misleading though, because it's each panel.
Yeah. So when I first saw 80 pages, I'm like, what is Jamie's problem? He doesn't know the rules.
What kind of story is this?
And then I see, and like I said, it's the panels. Each panel counts as a page. Like, okay. I'm like, so now I see Jamie's point. And then I get through it, and then I'm reading, and I get to issue, or on the app site, issue 1, issue 2, issue 3, issue 4. And I finished issue 4, and it says to be continued. And I'm like, no, well, now I don't have enough time. And then, like I said, Jamie, earlier today we discussed, and you're like, oh, it really is 4, but the
4 physical issues. The site makes it into 8.
Yeah, the site makes it like it's 8. So now I don't have it finished, and I will definitely have it finished by next week because I'm enjoying the story so far. I don't want to give too much away.
This week was good to come back on. It was a good little segue, and hey, let's get fresh again. So, yeah, I mean, I'm okay with next week. We don't have to worry about it. One time only that we're missing a review, thanks to the good old SK himself.
This is a good comic to read digital, though, because it was intended specifically for that.
Yeah, it's an interesting read. Like
better in physical form.
Yeah, digital versus physical.
Go check out Breaking the Code.
Absolutely, guys. Wonderful episode.
Yeah, but it's interesting, like I said, to read it like that. First time reading it like that, where it counts as a page, and like you see the panel. Because sometimes you try not to see what's happening on the other page.
Yeah.
But you tend to see what happens. Your eye can't help but look that way. Whereas when you're reading it like this, the panel only shows you what you see, and then you go to the next part.
I'm excited to see what you think of it, Sonny, because I've got a whole page full of notes here on how I felt about it.
Yeah, well,
I felt feelings.
Yeah, I was enjoying it, and then I was like, "This says to be continued. This makes no sense." I'm like, "Why did you put a story in the middle?" And then so now I see what's going on, and now I know to always look, and we should always discuss. I didn't realize that the apps. So now
I didn't know that
sites,
in digital form it was the 8 issues until Tim talked to me. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, because I was like, are you sure it's 4 issues? He's like, yeah, here's the first cover. I was like, okay, that makes sense because it's 8 issues on digital. Yeah. Oh, well, okay. All right, cool. I'll have it done tomorrow.
You owe me $10. I said Sonny wouldn't have it done, by the way.
Well, I don't owe you anything.
How was I to know? But now I know.
By looking.
I'm going to be asked. Yeah, because I didn't want to spoil it. And I'm like, I'm just going to save it. It's 4. It says 4. Because, when you look it up, it says it's 4. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, there we go. I assumed that the Marvel site, because, we go on it. We read a bunch of stuff on there.
Yeah.
And usually it says, if it
Marvel
says 2
Unlimited
issues,
is a little weird sometimes.
Well, now, it's the first time that's happened to me.
Now we've got the great anticipation of doing it next week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, we will be reviewing Doctor Strange, The Punisher, Magic Bullets. And then since we don't have a review this one week, we can start wrapping this thing up.
There you go.
And I can say goodbye, and I will see you all next week. And I'll let you guys. It's just off.
All right. And as always, guys, thank you, Tim, for stealing my lines last week, too.
You're welcome.
You kind of one another. You don't know what anyone's going through out there. A smile can change the perspective of anyone's day. Trust me, I've been there. But as always, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow us on Twitch. If you do, we need it. Do it now. And yeah, guys, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we are on all the socials. That is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, right here on Twitch, over there on YouTube. We are on TikTok, and we have a shiny Discord for you to go and check out and be a part of the conversation. All you got to do is type in the Codex Station, and that is where you'll find us. We got lots of great content coming for you in the days and weeks ahead, and we are fast growing. So it is time to get on this train, get your seat, and be a part of it.
I'm always sitting. So
don't forget, guys, again, everywhere on social media where podcasts are streamed, we need more followers here on Twitch. So if you're not following us, hit that follow button, guys. If you're not subscribed to us on YouTube, hit subscribe. It's that simple. It's that easy. So you don't miss out. Ask the people in the chat. Ask people at Comic Character of the Day, where you also need to go and check things out. They'll tell you. Once again, guys, my name is Tim. This guy over here is Jamie. Down below is the immortal Sonny Kruger. This is the Codex Podcast. We are the Codex Station, and we will see you next time.